Setups is the longest running setup shop on iRacing. Our monthly subscription options start as low as $20 a month. We offer setups for dirt oval, asphalt oval, and road racing, covering a wide range of cars and skill levels. Built and tested by top-tier sim racers, this isn't just a business, it's a community of competitive drivers. If you want to better your iRacing experience, head over to PremierRacingSetups.com today. And remember, if you don't get one, you're going to chase one.
Real quick, people stop the real quick cut. Double check the steering wheel. Roll.
Gentlemen, start your engine!
Nice and smooth. Get it all done all day long. Got a good feeling about today, guys.
Donnie Kite's gonna get through it all and score his first career win in the Saturday Night Racing League Cup Series. What a finish!
It's too little, too late from behind, and Sebastian Marin, your first repeat top split winner of the qualifying series.
We knew it was just a matter of time. The Hunter Sr. is victorious.
Josh Adams taking the win at Iowa.
Juicy Spider Motorsports takes home the 1-2-3 finish.
This isn't just another sim race, this isn't just another online league, and this isn't just another trophy on a shelf. This is the Charity Cup Series.
Drivers choose the charity. Talent chooses the winner. The culture is strong, but the competition is stronger. Most events focus on just one cause, not here. Each driver selects a charity to race for, leaving dozens of causes in contention as drivers fight for a place in the top 5.
Think you've got what it takes to join the Charity Cup Series? Find a cause you believe in and buckle up. This is more than your everyday sim racing experience. This is the Charity Cup Series.
We are about to go green in your iRacing Midget Association Chili Bowl Nationals. Night feeling number 3 is green flag.
Wide for your lead. Culver's now your leader. Cody right on the bottom.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome out to the Weeknight Warrior Sim Series here at Homestead, Miami. Season finale, race 19. You're just joining us during qualifying. I'm your host, Goose, up in the booth, and tonight I've got a special cast of Fearless Broadcast members with me. Tonight up here in the booth, we unfortunately do not have Christopher, but we have Greg up in the booth. Say hi, Greg.
How you guys doing? Glad to be here. Excited for this championship race. Let's get it rolling.
And along with Greg up in the booth, I also have Axel from Fearless Broadcasting, one of our newest broadcasters to the scene. Say hi, Axel.
Hello. Glad to be here. And yeah.
So the three of us are going to take it away and bring you the season finale here at Homestead, Miami. These drivers have battled this whole championship to make it to this point right here. Today should be a pretty fun one, and make sure you guys tune in towards the end of the stream, because after our interviews, we're not going nowhere. Tonight, along with this race, we're also going to be having the Weeknight Warrior Sim Series award ceremony tonight, where we will crown the champion of the season. We'll talk to your 4 runner-ups in the season standings and also hand out a second and third place runner-up trophy. We'll talk to the best of the rest as well. and your Rookie of the Year. We will hand out all those trophies later on tonight, but as we get into it now, let's get into your starting grid. Matt Morrison, your fastest car out there today, starting up there in P1. Aiden Stevens, P2. Kenneth McCullough Jr. in 3rd. Travis Farmer in 4th. Al Lincoln's in 5th, and Omar Rodriguez will be starting right alongside him in 6th. Reagan Shockley in 7th. Garrett Hummel in 8th. Sean Merriman in 9th, and Daryl Johnson will round out not really the rows, but section 1 of your grid here tonight. Heading on to section 2, Greg, if you'd like to take it away.
Starting off in that 11th position in that 54, Dawson Price. 12th position in that 01 will be Jacob Petrowski. And that 13th spot is going to be Kyle Rebounds. Keen Fry will be starting off in that P14th spot. Nolan Gross in P15. Cooper Lorardi in P16th. And that 17th position is going to be Justin Zemecki. Kyle Van Duren will be rounding out our 9th row in P18 right there. P19 is going to be Blaze Billing, and James Hudson rounding out our top 20.
That brings us on to section 3 here tonight. James Hudson, however you pronounce that, will be starting in P20. Connor Price in 21st. Hunter Ezell in 22nd. And Axel, would you like to read off those last names there?
Nick Hames starting 23rd. 24th, Nathan Swafford. Starting 25th. Wait, yeah.
Yep. 25th, Christopher McCullough.
And rounding our field in 26th is Ty Carino.
I think that's supposed to be Logan Murray, actually, back there in 27th. Or my little standings thing might be messed up. We have that all the time here on Fearless Broadcasting. So it's just something that happens to us every once in a while. We didn't get a chance to look at the weather before qualifying was over, so we'll take a look at the weather out there on track today. 82 degrees here in lovely Miami. We have 7-mile-an-hour winds coming out of the northeast. It's cloudy out there and really humid. 75% humidity out there. That's definitely going to make a good track for these guys to go around. As that sun falls, that temperature is going to drop, and this track is going to get gripped up. Matt Morrison in that Toyota, going to lead him around this time. If you guys remember, watch for those banners on that car. Those are your chase drivers. They've got it all on the line here tonight. They're here to battle it out. Let's see what happens. The pace car comes off, and welcome to the finale of Weeknight Warrior Sim Series. Matt Morrison gets a good jump on the inside, but a better jump from the 74 of Aiden Stevens on the outside. They're going to battle coming in the turn 1 side by side.
The field side by side throughout the 03 of Kenneth McCullough, looking to that inside of the 74, Aiden Stevens down the backstretch.
09 taking a look there to the outside. Omar Rodriguez Jr. right behind him. See the number 9 of Al Lincoln's on the bottom, and the caution will come out. Looks like the 54 in the 8 getting involved in an incident. Dawson Price and Daryl Johnson. Let's take a look back and see what that was about. We'll play it in slow-mo here to start it off as they come down the back straightaway. Let's see what they got into. See, they're coming up to turn 3. And the 54 just up the track into the back bumper of the 8. Spins the 8 around. Not too sure if he thought he didn't have a lot of room there on the bottom, but it's going to be an unfortunate start here. See the 99.
56 just squeezing his way through between that 8 and the 54. Wow.
Oh, yeah. You see the 99 and the 02 also got into it. 07 goes down into the 28. That 96 just, as Greg said, threading the needle. Ah, what a heck of a wreck off the start there. We see Dawson Price down pit lane. Matt Morrison is going to be your leader for the next restart here. Our first caution of the night. You can already tell that the field is on fire. It's aggressive. It's electric here tonight. These guys, they've got it all on the line. They want to win. What did you think about that first incident there, Greg?
A little bit of sideways action by that number 8. I think he was already loose coming into turn 3 there. And then just a little bit of help from that 54, and around it went. That's all she wrote.
Taking a look through your field, a lot of your cars out here in your front top 10 are surprisingly Chevy. We all know I'm not a Chevy fan. I'm a Ford fan. I always say it every time. I gotta say it every time. But a Toyota leading this race, I don't know. I don't know. These Camrys, they've got something to them that I think these other cars don't have. Would you agree with that, Axel?
Yeah. I'm a big Toyota guy, so.
Greg, what's your favorite brand? We haven't heard what your favorite brand out there is.
See, I'm a bow tie fan, so seeing all those bow ties in the top 10's got me pretty ecstatic.
All right, so all three of us, all different favorite brands out there. We're just going to have our own little competition up here in the booth, I guess, while these guys are having their championship. If you guys would like to join along out there in the chat, along with our little competition, we're going to see what the front row car brand, what the first place car brand is going to be. And for a secondary challenge, what is the top 10 car brands? I guess whoever has the most of their favorite will win that. So play along with us out there in the chat. Aiden Stevens on that top side in the number 74. Matt Morrison on the bottom side. Pace car lights are off. We're going to bring you a green flag this time around.
Gotta love the extra step that this series does for the back spoiler and that banner, showing off those chase drivers. Matt Morrison out front leading us to this green flag. One of those chase drivers. Keep your eye out on it.
Pace car is off. Green flag will fly this time. Matt Morrison leads him around. There it goes. He's got a good jump off the start. The 74 a little slow on that outside line. He's going to have to work his way back up there. Matt Morrison fires off, steals that lead away.
The 09 outside the number 9. Battle of the Nines going through turn 2 there. Still side by side as they come down the backstretch. The 93 to the outside of that 18, Sean Merriman able to get it back single file down the front stretch here.
See Morrison still with a good lead. Stevens right behind him. He'll shoot to the inside though. He's going to try and make a pass coming down this back straightaway. Does he have the speed? He'll get to his inside and challenge him through the corner. The 03, though, not too far off that bumper in a familiar face. Omar Rodriguez Jr. back there making his way up through the field. Currently sitting in that 4th position in that bluey, number 92 Chevrolet.
Taking a look to the back of the field in that 18th position, that number 62 Ty Coroner. He is up 8 spots, currently our biggest mover.
See there, currently 18th, started in 26th position, Ty Carino. Currently sitting in 18th. He's got to fight his way up there. Shouldn't be too hard for him though. We know he can be a pretty aggressive driver when it comes down to it. You see the cars in front of him. Taking a little fight there. That's the 28 and the number 36 of Kyle Van Buren.
That 20 electing to run right along that outside wall riding that rim just like the boys up in NASCAR. Kyle Larson made it very famous here at Homestead, just riding the rim through 3 and 4, showing us how to get that done in that number 28.
See your new leader, Aiden Stevens, in that number 74 machine, was able to get past Matt Morrison. Now the 03 is fighting with Rodriguez Jr. there in that number 92. These guys stay side by side this whole entire time, coming down the back straightaway. It's been an aggressive fight, and we're only on lap 9 of this 130 lap race here tonight. Again, no stages here tonight. They let these guys go, and they let them fight it out until the very end. And they get together, the 92 and the 03 of McCullough.
Caution.
And they both go around. Thankfully, it looks like not
Puffy,
too
doing a
much
good
damage
job.
to
Go
them.
give us an update on
And
that
we
car.
were right there live for that one, so we don't even need to take you back there to a replay. Taking a look at the number 92 of Omar Rodriguez Jr. there. Doesn't look like there's a scratch on that car. Just got together, coming down the front straight there. Hooked each other, got stuck to each other, and now we have your second caution out here tonight caused by incident.
Taking a closer look, that 03 car of Kenneth McCullough, quite a bit of left side damage it looks like, unless that's his paint scheme and it just looks a little worn. Say that left side's got a little bit of damage to it.
Go and take a look there at Kenneth McCullough. Back here in 15th, down 12 positions, and yes, there is a little bit of crumpling and some scratching there on the side of the 03. So unfortunately, a little bit of damage. Hopefully it won't affect him too much out there. Aiden Stevens, your leader here tonight. I want to thank some of the sponsors here real quick. One of the big sponsors here for the finale at Homestead, Miami. Want to give a great big shout out there to Skid Row Motorsports. Some of your competitors out there tonight are fighting it out there with Skid Row Motorsports. And along with them, we would like to give a shout out to Danny Barnes Racing and 760 Graphics. So huge shout out to them. Thank you for making this league go around, making this league possible. And we'd like to also give a shout out to some of our sponsors over here on Fearless Broadcasting. Greg.
Thank you to Goose's Rattle Can Shop, Puffy's Swag Shop, Premier Racing Setups, and Juicy Spider Studios.
Of course, a huge thank you to them. Without them, we wouldn't be where we are now. And of course, thank you to all you lovely viewers out there in the chat tonight. We see all of you. We see who y'all are rooting for. We also see you asking who's the number 54. That's Dawson Price out there. Dawson Price is in the 54. Mr. Heath Job says it's the 92 that's at fault. And Push the Edge Net out there saying bow tie till I die. So Greg, you got a little help out there in the chat. So again, thank you guys for tuning in tonight to the Weeknight Warrior Sim series. It's race 19. A long 19 races have brought these competitors here tonight, trying to see who can best the track here at Homestead, Miami. If you're just joining in, make sure you guys don't tune out at the end of this race. We're going to be having something new, an award ceremony for the Weeknight Warrior Sim series, where we will introduce your winner of the championship here, Rookie of the Year, Best of the Rest, and we will also hand out trophies to second and third here in the standings. We'll also get to talk to your fourth and fifth place position in the standings. That will take place right after your top 3 interviews for tonight's race. I'm pretty excited about this one. I'm excited about the award ceremony tonight. A lot of work has gone into it. What about you, Axel? You excited about tonight's award ceremony?
Yeah.
I could bet you're pretty happy about Mr. Matt Morrison, that Toyota up there in second position.
Yeah, definitely.
We got Aiden Stevens there on the bottom side, the number 78 of Garrett Hummel right behind him, and the number 9 of Al Lincoln's on that outside, and the number 9 Prime Chevrolet. Pace car lights are off. Greg, call it out this time as we go green.
That's 74. Aiden Stevens leading us to this green flag. Green flag is out. Getting a great jump going down the front stretch, going into one side by side. That number 6 to the outside of the 78, Garrett Hummel.
It's been a nice night here all night. These temperatures are gonna hopefully start dropping as that sun sinks below the horizon. We'll see these cars come in a little bit more, that grip coming in. You see the 01 back here fighting with the 93. That 01 is Jacob Petrowski, and that 93, Reagan Shockley. Greg, do you have any personal experience at Homestead Miami yourself? I know as a Florida man, you gotta have something going for Homestead Miami. Why don't you tell the viewers a little bit about this track?
Luckily, I was blessed to be able to spot for the NASCAR racing experience, so I got to actually have some firsthand experience riding along in a race car around this place at about 150 miles an hour. I also got to take a few customers around in some vans and been just about everywhere around this racetrack. Quite a few racetracks around the series, but this racetrack is really unique. The entry into 1 and 2, super tight. Definitely takes you by surprise. 3 and 4, nice and wide, kind of run the wall like I was talking about earlier. One of the favorite racetracks of myself throughout the whole season. I love this track.
Here and there from Greg, a little bit about the track. It's good that we have so many people here in the Fearless Broadcasting chat that have had all these opportunities to go to these tracks, bring you guys a little perspective of what these drivers might be dealing with out there tonight. I see a Ford making his way up through the field. Sean Merriman back there in the number 18 Ford Mustang. He's up 5 positions since the start of this race. Also some people to look at, big movers out there tonight. Take a look at Christopher McCullough. He is up 10 positions since the start of this race. Ty Carino, the number 62. Also up 13 positions since the start of this race. And Hunter Ezell in the number 19. Up 12 positions. Ty Carino grabbing another position, now up 14.
And that battle side by side, slowly subduing up front. That number 9 in the 01, basically the only battle still side by side on track right now. 2 lanes being majorly apparent now. That top side definitely coming in, seeing that 9 and 18 moving up to that top side out of 3 and 4. Many of these drivers electing to use that bottom as well. Lanes mixing it up here.
See the 9 in the 09, the 18 in the 01. All fighting it out down this back straightaway. I definitely love seeing these guys fight down this back straightaway and going into that turn 3. You see the 18 there. Up the track, has to run that top side. Not a whole lot of banking here.
That's one of these tracks that you'd be not surprised, but it works. Once the lights go out, you get a little bit more grip. That bottom starts getting a little bit more rubbered in. You don't want to be on that bottom. You kind of start moving to that outside, especially in 3 and 4 here.
With 130 laps, hopefully we'll be able to see some of these guys use that multi-lane. Maybe we'll see that bottom lane start to fall off and that top lane really come in. Aiden Stevens, though, is really liking that bottom lane. He's been able to hold on to the lead here since the restart. Matt Morrison, though, not too far behind. He's right on his tail, and Garrett Hummel wants a piece of that action in the number 78 Denver Mattress Chevrolet. He's going to try and get something going. Jacob Petrowski in 4th position, leading the 18 and the 9 down the back straightaway in the turn 3. The 9 shoots it to the inside, and the 09 and the 11 are going to try and follow.
Looks like our fastest lap was set by that number 8 of Daryl Johnson, sitting back in 25th currently. Fortunately, not having the night he wants, but he did set the best lap here so far, it looks like.
See their fastest lap out on track, 33.5 593, 159 mile an hour around there. So he is cooking it in that Little Caesars number 8. What is that, Chevrolet? So hopefully, with him being a pretty fast car out here, we might be able to see him make his way up through the field. Unsure though, he is unfortunately down 15 positions since the start of this race. Ooh, the 78 and the 01 side by side, and the 18 and the 9 side by side coming down the back straightaway. The 9 will fall behind the 18, but that 01's not giving it up just yet. 78 will get by. I think I see what you mean now. They're going to go 3 wide coming out of turn 4. Going down the front straight, going back to 2 wide racing. I mean, these guys, they're just trying to get by this quickly. Of course, we're only 24 laps into this 130 lap race here tonight. The 11 and the 09 now up front trying to fight it out. Travis Farmer, Kyle Reynolds duking it out, going in the turn 3 out of turn 4.
3 wide, the number 11 through the middle, 09 to his inside, the 18 to his outside, entering into turn 1 here. That 09 electing to drop back.
That's going to make him fight with the 19, but look at this. Again, now we're back 3 wide, going into the back straightaway. The 19 now filters in, and they get checked up. The 09's around. The 09 keeps it straight, get backs on track, and there's no yellow flag. We keep it green here. The 93, the 11, the 9, and the 18. It's just the same group of cars. Aggressive, aggressive. We're back to 3 wide racing down the front straightaway.
And the 9 electing not to take it 3 wide as we enter into 1. That number 11, Kyle Rattle, out to his outside, following that 18 through turn 2 here.
That's Kyle Reynolds. Currently 6 out of Salem, Indiana. That number 11, HendrickCars.com. Chevrolet. The Fords are not doing too great out here tonight. Again, there are not that many Fords actually out on track. Only 5 Fords in this field tonight. And 5 Toyotas make up your Toyota side. The rest, Chevy. You know, Axel, I'm starting to think we kind of got scammed out of winning that final challenge.
Yeah, I don't think the top 10's going to go in our favor too much.
No, we might lose the top 10, but Matt Morrison in that Toyota Camry might have a chance to bring Axel a win here at the end of the stream. If you guys are just tuning in, we made a little bet. We were going to bet either a Ford, a Chevy, or a Toyota will win this race. And then we were going to look at your top 10 and see what brand is most up there in the top 10. Well, it's looking like it's going to be Chevy tonight. Speaking of Chevy, the 78 Chevy of Garrett Hummel fighting alongside a Toyota Camry. That's Jacob Petrowski in the 01. The 78 will lose ground and fall back in the 4th position.
As the battle for the lead heats up, that Chevrolet bow tie number 74, Aiden Stevens, still out front, a race leader. That number 6, Matt Morrison, finding himself back on his back bumper. Aiden Stevens not able to keep that distance he had.
See, Aiden Stevens led 24 laps of this 130-lap race. Your other leader, right behind him in that number 6, they've kind of swapped positions. Aiden Stevens started this race in 2nd, Matt Morrison in 1st. So your pole sitters still fighting there, but you do see Aiden Stevens does not have the banner on his car. Matt Morrison has it all riding on the line here tonight to try and bring home points for this final race here. Taking a look out there. What's that, Greg?
Sorry, I do think, Goose, that he might be taking it a little bit easy there, Matt Morrison, in that 6. Of course, being a chase driver, not wanting to fight for that win as much as the points right now. So I think he's pretty comfortable sitting there in that 2nd spot right now. I would be if I was him.
I definitely do agree with that. Taking a look out there in chat, thankfully someone was able to pronounce that last name, Reynolds. I thought that's what it was. I don't know. I looked at it and it sounded weird in my head. What's the points as they run? I think you'll have to elaborate on that a little bit. And also, Raging Idiot Racing Network says, let's go to that 03 out there tonight. The 03 being Kenneth McCullough Jr., currently sitting back in 12th position. He's going to be fighting with that 04 Christopher McCullough. The two McCulloughs together. They're dangerous when they get together. They are a force to be reckoned with. I've watched these guys move up this field and work together all night before. But look at this, a three-way battle for the lead now. You got two banner drivers up there. Matt Morrison, Jacob Petrowski. They're going to have the start going here. I know Matt Morrison might have wanted to save, as you said there, Greg. But with Jacob making up that ground that quick in that Toyota Camry, he might need to start getting going.
That number 74, Aiden Stevens, definitely wanting to be in the middle of Matt Morrison and Jacob Petrowski. But right now, Matt Morrison fighting to make that pass for the race win once again.
Taking a look at your standings out there. Dawson Price really needs to get up there. He was first in your standings. Aiden Stevens, second in the standings. Omar Rodriguez Jr. is third in the standings. And somebody that we've been talking about, Jacob Petrowski, is sitting fourth in the standings tonight. After this race, though, there's no telling where he could be. We're just going to have to see how this race plays out. Lap 35 of 130 this time around.
That number 19 of Hunter Enzel up 17 positions to the top 5. Fifth position right now, side by side with that 09 of Travis Farmer.
See Travis Farmer in the 09. The 19 trying to get there. Garrett Hummel is like a shark in the water. Currently in 7th place. He's going to try and poke that bumper in there. Scare that 19 up the track a little bit.
78 unable to make the pass there. Hunter Enzel still up 16 spots, losing that spot to Travis Farmer. That 09 making his way past there.
See, Hunter Enzel currently 6th, started 22nd out here tonight. Travis Farmer 5th. He started 4th though, so he's down 1 position since the start of this race. And Kyle Reynolds in that 11, sitting in 4th, up 9 positions, as well as your 3rd place driver, up 9 positions, Jacob Petrowski. Still
a lot of these drivers in our top 5.
Oh, they got loose.
Few positions.
That is Garrett Hummel in the number 78. He got loose coming off the back straightaway, coming out of turn 2. Shot it down below the apron. Thankfully, no incident, no caution. He'll be able to get it back up on track and keep running it. Falling in behind Omar Rodriguez Jr. and Sean Merriman.
What a save by that 78 Garrett Hummel. Wow.
Out there in chat, Raging Idiot Racing Network says, don't wreck it, Hunter. So, hopefully Hunter out there will not wreck it. Hunter Enzel in the number 19. Up 16 positions.
He's in the Intimidator car, intimidating people out of the way here tonight. Up 16.
I gotta like that, you know, as a Dale fan. I have to like that paint scheme. It's actually a pretty nice looking one. I think you pulled it off on an ARCA car. Very, very nice.
The red spoiler just sets it off for me. That makes it pop.
The red, the black, the gray, classic Dale Earnhardt. Axel, what do you think about Dale?
I don't have much of an opinion on him.
You're not a big fan?
Just because, it's just because like I born after he like died, so like not really. I don't really know.
That's understandable.
Not many feelings about it.
That's definitely understandable. Kyle Reynolds, currently sitting in 4th. He's been trying to make his way up here to these 3 up front here all night. Jacob Petrowski still not able to get by that number 6 of Matt Morrison. And Aiden Stevens still leads them around. They're using that bottom lane, but I'm sure you guys can see it on screen as we can see it up here in the booth. It's getting darker and darker out there. That sun is sinking lower and lower on the horizon, which means that track might actually start gripping up a little bit.
Temperatures dropping, tires pressure getting a little bit higher as they get some heat in these tires, giving them a little bit more grip out there. Looking for this sunset. It's going to be beautiful for us here tonight.
Beautiful sunset here in Miami Homestead. Matt Morrison. He's still, yep, there we go. He's starting to try and show that bumper a little bit to Aiden Stevens. He might start picking that speed up here pretty soon as we come to lap 43 of 130 here tonight. If you guys are just tuning in, we'd like to give a shout out to some of the big sponsors out here tonight. We would like to thank the sponsors of the Weeknight Warrior Sim Series. Skid Row Motorsports, your main sponsor, here tonight for the finale, along with Danny Barnes Racing and 760 Graphics. Make sure to check them out. Heath Job on Trading Paints. Check out some of his previous work out there. I definitely checked out some of it, and I like what I see. You can also get a hold of Heath Job and 760 Graphics in the Weeknight Warrior Sim Series Discord. So make sure to join them on Discord. Caution will come out for the 3rd time tonight. That looks like an incident between the 36 and the 2. So we will pull that up. There was also... looks like maybe the same person. We'll play this back in real time here to start off with. Let's take a look. See the 2 and the 36 down the front straightaway. Just a little help from the 2. And they go together into the wall. Thankfully keeping it up into the wall, not coming back down the racetrack. And they'll get parked right there. So that was unfortunate for the number 2 of James Hudson and Kyle Van Duren in the number 36 Chevrolet.
Unfortunately, Kyle Van Duren, that 36, just creeping up the racetrack, pinching that 2 into the wall, coming across his nose. Not what he wanted to see for tonight.
No, not at all. While that was going on, I was going to finish this up here. A few notes. Season 2 registration for the Weeknight Warrior Sim Series is open as the drivers are going to take it down pit lane this time. Make sure to get your registrations in. It's $5 or $10 for the season. Depends on which package you choose. Again, tonight we are going to be having a post-race award ceremony. We're going to be having that up in the post-race hauler chat. So if you guys are out here and are watching, make sure to tell your friends if they do end up getting one of those spots. Meet us up there. We're going to be talking to them. We'll be talking to the top 5 in your chase standings here tonight. We'll be giving awards to 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. We'll be crowning the rest, or the best of the rest, and your rookie of the year. So make sure you guys get into the Weeknight Warrior Sim Series. Get signed up for Season 2. It's been a fun Season 1 so far as we've gone on. And it should be an even better Season 2 out here as the league becomes more and more put together. And I think they've done just a fantastic and wonderful job here for Season 1, putting this league on. It's been a very fun league to come out here and broadcast. Greg, Axel, I know you guys haven't been out here. This is your first night here. Unfortunately, the season finale is your first night here, but these guys have just put on a great, amazing show these past couple of weeks here.
Really glad I get to be here to crown a champion here at the Weeknight Warrior Sim Series. Looking forward to see who wins this. At the end of the night, put a championship trophy in driver's hand. Can't get much better than that here at Homestead.
Pace car lights are off. The 74 of Aiden Stevens up there in first position. Take a look though, Jacob Petrowski is now your second place car. Matt Morrison filtered back in the third, starting on the bottom. This could go really good for him, or it could go really bad. Right now, Jacob has the focus on getting as good of a start off that line as that number 74. Currently up 10 positions as we make our way around. We know, Heath. We wish the chase drivers were highlighted too. If we could figure out how to do that with our overlays and everything, then that would be a really, really cool thing. Unfortunately, do not have the power to do that right now. But Aiden Stevens will have the power to lead this field off this restart. Green flag comes out. The 74, great run on the bottom. And look at that, the 01 has a good run on the top side. Is it going to be enough for the 6, though? It is not. Matt Morrison is going to try and claim that inside away from Jacob Petrowski.
And these chase drivers side by side, that number 6 and 01, as we head down the backstretch, fighting for that chase win here, championship spot. Both gunning for it here as we come out of fourth.
Aiden Stevens still leading this race around. Great run off the front. He's a fast car out here tonight. The 01 of Jacob Petrowski was able to keep it in second place. That's going to put Matt Morrison right behind him and shake things up a little bit. Matt Morrison will have to get up there in front of that 01, but Kyle Reynolds here in that number 11 is making his way up there on that bottom side. I thought they were going to go 3 wide back there, and it just looks like a hornet's nest back there. You see Omar Rodriguez Jr. in it, the 09 of Travis Farmer, Kenneth McCullough, Christopher McCullough. You see just a whole group of cars here right now in that hornet's nest.
I would not want to be that number 92 Omar Rodriguez there on the outside in the back of that battle. One of our chase drivers also here tonight. Below him, that 04. Also a chase driver, Christopher McCullough, looking to find his way towards the front.
See the number 19, Hunter Ezell, currently up 16 positions in that Intimidator number 19 Good Wrench Services Chevrolet. Kyle Reynolds in that number 11. Still making his way up there. Caught on the outside of the number 9, though. The 03 is looking up there to get something done on the outside of that 19. Can he make it work? Not able to quite get up there, but he will go side by side with Garrett Hummel down the front stretch into turn 1.
As we reach lap 52, the leader crossing the stripe there, still out front. Aiden Stevens, Jacob Petrowski, Matt Morrison, and those 2 of the latter cars fighting for that chase position, trying to get out front ahead of that 74 Aiden Stevens out front.
Omar Rodriguez Jr. in that number 92, currently sitting in 10th position. He needs these points desperately. Sitting back here in 10th. He had a good run last week. We talked to him a little bit. He said he had some experience here at Homestead tonight. He felt real confident about it. We're going to see how that plays out here tonight. We'll pull up the telemetry. Currently sitting now in 8th position, Rodriguez Jr. 184 miles an hour through the front straightaway. These cars get up to some insane speeds here. It's really deceiving track, at least to me, I believe.
Definitely deceiving. Turns 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 being such different turns here at Miami. A little bit of banking, but not much. I think it's 11 degrees, if I'm not mistaken, here at Homestead. Progressive banking. Definitely two different ends of the racetrack. You got to completely attack the corner, completely different.
There's the 01 of Petrowski trying to get past Aiden Stevens. See, the number 6 actually has fallen off. Matt Morrison sitting back here in 7th position now. Rodriguez slowly making his way up through the field. I'm starting to wonder if Matt Morrison's car is not really handling the best right now. Petrowski will get passed up though by the number 11 of Kyle Reynolds. And here comes the number 9 of Al Lincolns to the outside of the 01. It's starting to heat up here, up at the front.
Side by side, that number 9 of Al Lincolns on the outside of that 01, able to make it clear. Entering turn 3, still back side by side as they come off of 4.
See the 19 of Hunter Azell also there, trying to get a little piece of this action. He's waiting for somebody to mess up and try and stick that bumper right past him.
This battle heating up, the 11 getting closer to them in front. 4 car battle, the 11, the 9, the 01, and the 19, all within striking distance here as they head down the backstretch.
And here comes the 92 of Rodriguez Jr. He's still trying to get that top side working in, going side by side there with that 01. He's still in a good position here. The 11 and the 9 gonna fight it out side by side, going into the not trioval, but the front straightaway.
Yeah, wrong Florida track there, buddy. Not up in Daytona, down here at Homestead. Ready to crown a champion here tonight with the Weeknight Warriors Sim Series. That 01 on the bottom of that 92. Down the back, able to work themselves single file once again.
He's going to get a good run on that bottom, the 01. You see the 03 and the 6 getting back there together. It's going to be a good fight out of the corner there. They're keeping it close to each other. They got to watch this dirty air, get as much clean air on those noses, and get around this track as fast as possible. It looks like Aiden Stevens is doing a pretty good job of that still. Still, your leader here tonight. We'll take a look at how many laps he's led in total. 54 laps. We're only on lap 1 for 59, almost 60 of a 130 lap race. So definitely proven to be one of your most dominant cars out here tonight.
Unfortunately, that number 6 car, Matt Morrison, one of our chase contenders, getting really loose out of 3 and 4 there, dropping back a few positions, now down 11, down to the 12th spot, side by side with this number 02 car.
See him there on that bottom side, the number 5 of Nathan Swafford right behind him. He's been struggling ever since this restart came back around. Not too sure what happened to that car. He did bring it down pit lane. We'll just have to see if he gets back up there. Kyle Reynolds in second. It's a fight for second now, as Omar Rodriguez puts the bumper to him. The 19 of Hunter Azell on the outside. The 11 slow out of the exit. The 19 gets by. Rodriguez shoots his bumper to the top. And they're around! The 03 and the 78 get together. The 03 bounces off the inside wall back into the 78. Hard hit for both of those drivers out here tonight. Oh.
That 78, Garrett Hummel still sitting there.
Yeah.
Able to get that car rolling.
That must have hurt a good bit. Garrett Hummel, good bit of damage there on that front end. You see that driver's side door panel there, a little crunched up, unfortunately. That was just a hard lick for him. Let's just take a look and see what actually caused that there. We'll throw it in slow motion. Just get a good picture of this. You see him coming out of turn 2 towards the back straightaway. 03 there of McCullough on the top side. The 78 of Garrett Hummel on the bottom. All looks normal. Here comes the 78 up the track. 03 can't go any further. And the 78 just into the back bumper of that 03. And around they go towards that inside wall. And then take a look at this. If things couldn't get any worse, watch the 03 of McCullough. Comes off the wall, does a ballerina spin, and smashes into the 78's driver's side door panel there with his rear bumper. So that had to be a pretty hard lick for those two drivers. Aiden Stevens will retain the lead here after this restart.
Luckily enough, I think, for that 78 of Garrett Hummel, that driver door damage looks to be the only damage that he occurred when he got a...
See some of them coming down pit lane. Did you cut out there, Garrett?
No, that's all right. Aiden Stevens, our leader, still out front. Looks like he elected not to take a pit stop, along with Hunter Hazell and Kyle Reynolds.
Omar Rodriguez Jr. in that number 92 Bluey machine. He's been running that paint scheme for the past few races here. It's making him a pretty well-known car. That Bluey paint scheme isn't the only thing that makes him well-known here. Omar is one of the main men here in this Weeknight Warrior Sim Series League. The owner, he puts this all on every week. A lot goes into it, as well as his staff here. So again, huge thank you to Omar and the Weeknight Warrior Sim Series Discord staff for putting this league on. And of course, a huge shout out to the sponsors that make this league go around. Your league sponsors for tonight, for this season finale here: Skid Row Motorsports, a couple of drivers out there tonight. Also, Danny Barnes Racing and 760 Graphics. Make sure to check out Heath Job. We see him out there in the chat. Thank you for coming out, Heath. Make sure to check him out on Trading Paints. Taking a look at some of those paint schemes that he has up there. They're pretty good. And if you ever need anything, make sure to get a hold of him. He does great work. We would also like to say a huge thank you to the fearless sponsors here before we go green. Greg, if you'd like to read those off real quick.
Thank you to Goose's Rattle Can Shop, Puffy's Swag Shop, Premier Racing Setups, Juicy Spider Studios, Fearless Motorsports, Fearless Broadcasting, Fearless Enterprise, Fearless Setup Shop, and Push the Edge.
Big thank you to them for helping us out and making it go around. Axel, would you like to give them the green flag?
Green flag, green flag.
The 74 of Aiden Stevens leads us to a green flag. Oh.
Hunter Hazell back there in that second position in the number 19. Up 20 positions since the start of this race. Kyle Reynolds up 10 positions since the start of this race in that number 11 on the bottom side. It's a Hornet's Nest up front. It's a Hornet's Nest. Just look at that back straightaway coming down to 3 wide. The 6, the 01, and the 11's around.
Caution.
Oh, no.
Some fuel whenever you can.
Oh, the 8's around. There goes the 28. That's under caution. I was just about to say it didn't look like too much damage there, but as they were slowing up there, the 28 and the 8 get together, unfortunately. Oh, man. There was just not a lot to go there. We were just commenting on it. It looked like a Hornet's Nest up front, and they just ran out of room, all collecting each other, and unfortunately, we will have your 5th caution of the night here tonight. Taking a look down pit lane at some of the guys down there. Ty Carino down pit lane. Reagan Shockley back here. Down 18 laps, a little bit of damage there. Kenneth McCullough Jr. also back here, down 21 positions, sorry, not laps. And Kyle Van Duren in the number 36. We did see that he had a little bit of damage to that car previously. Daryl Johnson just getting caught up. He'll have that damage. Connor Price in that 28 also caught up in that accident after the yellow flag dropped out there. Hey, don't go anywhere, folks. When we come back to you, we will be back to green flag racing here in the Weeknight Warrior Sim Series. Stay tuned, folks.
Premier Racing Setups is the longest running setup shop on iRacing. Our monthly subscription options start as low as $20 a month. We offer setups for dirt oval, asphalt oval, and road racing, covering a wide range of cars and skill levels. Built and tested by top-tier sim racers, this isn't just a business, it's a community of competitive drivers. If you want to better your iRacing experience, head over to PremierRacingSetups.com today. And remember, if you don't get one, you're going to chase one.
Real quick, people stop the real quick cut. Double check the steering wheel.
Gentlemen, start your engines!
Nice and smooth. Let's get it all done all day long. Got a good feeling about today, guys.
Donnie Kite's gonna get through it all and score his first career win in the Saturday Night Racing League Cup Series. What a finish!
It's too little, too late from behind, and Sebastian Marin, your first repeat top split winner of the qualifying series.
We knew it was just a matter of time. The Hunter Sr. is victorious.
Josh Adams taking the win at Iowa. Juicy Spider Motorsports takes home the 1-2-3 finish.
This isn't...
Welcome back, everybody, to the Weeknight Warrior Sim Series here at Homestead, Miami. We're on your 5th caution of the night. The pace car lights are off. We're going to go back to green this time around. That sun's been sinking more and more as we've gone. Let's take a look at your race recap so far. Lead changes, only one lead change here tonight. We've had 5 cautions so far. Aiden Stevens has led most of the laps around here tonight. He's going to be leading them around on this restart. It's a 130 lap race here. We're coming to lap 69 of this race. We're going to get ready to go. Aiden Stevens on that bottom side. And on that top side, Hunter Azell in the first row. Second row, Omar Rodriguez Jr. on the bottom. The 01 of Jacob Petrowski will be there on the top. That pace car is going to dive down, and we're going to get ready to go. Green flag racing here again.
Green flag, green flag,
green flag comes out. Aiden Stevens gets a good run on that bottom side. Hunter Azell following close behind. Aiden Stevens will filter up there to the top side. Hunter Azell right behind him. Omar Rodriguez in third position. Down there on that bottom side, see the number 6, Matt Morrison. Was previously caught up in that incident. Doesn't look like there's any damage to that car. He's rocketing forward out there. A hard charger all night here tonight. See that 01 on that top side, the number 3 and the 02 side by side going out of turn 4. We're going to go 3 wide. Almost. The 02 electing to fall right behind the 01. And that 19's got some speed up there. Hunter Azell up 20 positions today.
What an impressive stat. 20 positions to be up from your starting position, 22nd, up in that second spot, hunting for that race lead. Let's see if he can do it here on the outside. Trying to look for
this isn't going to be good. The 01 down there on that bottom side, the 02 on the top. And you see Matt Morrison stuck there in the middle. Thankfully, they're going to keep it straight as we go down the front straightaway. That got very, very close there.
Action all around the racetrack. 3 wide possibility. This 04 of Christopher McCullough looking behind that number 02 of Nolan Gross.
The 01, Jacob Petrowski right there on the bottom side of that 04, and he's looking for that 02. I always say it, I gotta love the 04. It's the number that I race in real life. So, go Christopher McCullough, even though you're in a Chevy.
I think I got that bet in the bag. What do you think?
Taking a look at your top 10 out there. Chevrolets lead the way here tonight at Homestead, Miami. We've also got a couple of Toyotas up there in the top 10 and one Ford just barely sitting in the 10th position. James Hudson in the number 2 Ford Mustang. I think the Chevrolets do have it locked down pretty much here tonight.
When it comes to attendance, definitely getting the helping hand there, the bow ties of the Chevrolets up front in the top 3 positions. That first of another manufacturer in that 4th spot, that number 6 Toyota of Matt Morrison.
Matt Morrison, your previous pole sitter here tonight, currently sitting back in 4th position, fighting alongside that 04 of Christopher McCullough. See the 01, Jacob Petrowski, still trying to make his way up there. He was really, really fast. I think he's just starting to save it up back here. We see the number 18 to the back bumper, the 09. That is the number 3 of Justin Zemenke and the 09 of Travis Farmer.
Looks like that latest caution being a big help to Matt Morrison in that number 6, as we saw a few laps ago, down to like 13th, 14th position. Now back up in that top 10, sitting 6th, looking for that 5th spot from that number 9, Al Likens.
The 2 wide up here at the front. The Hornet's Nest is starting to come again. The 19 holds the 04 down there on that bottom side. Here they come through the front straightaway. 92, Omar Rodriguez, not far behind. See the 9 wants to take it 3 wide in the turn 1. Not going to be able to get that speed to make it. And the 04 rockets away. Hunter Azell has a new fight on his hands. Never mind, that's... Oh, there we go. Now Azell has a new fight on his hands. The number 9 of Al Likens there on that bottom side. And the number 92 of Omar Rodriguez on the top side now coming. Oh, no. A little bit of contact between the 6 and the 19 going out of turn 4. They keep it straight. The 01 to the back of Matt Morrison's bumper. It's starting to heat up here again at the front.
Almost 3 wide, that 6 on the bottom with that 19 to his outside of Hunter Azell, able to get it back 2 by 2 down the back.
Azell holding that number 6 as close to that bottom as he can. He wants to be able to get down there as well. You see the 01 now going to be able to filter past the number 6 of Matt Morrison. And he's going to try and go down low, but the caution is going to come out here for the 6th time tonight. Looks like an incident between the 3, the 5, and the 2. Let's take a look back at what happened there. We'll play it in slow-mo.
Take a look out on the racetrack. That number 3 with heavy nose damage, heavy nose damage on that left front.
Alrighty, we are slow-mo here. Take a look at Nathan Swafford in that number 5. This also happened with Blaze Billing in that number 96 and Garrett Hummel in the 78. The accident actually happens up in front of them, so we'll rewind that just a little bit here. Let's see what actually happened. The 11 tries to thread it in there. The 2's coming up the track. The 2 and the 3 go around. The 96 gets clipped. The 11 runs into the back bumper of the 3. The 99... Oh, no. There were a lot more cars involved in that than I thought. There you see the number 5 going around there.
Yeah, they got 4 wide there momentarily, and that did not work out.
So that is an unfortunate incident here on track tonight. Bringing out your 6th caution of the night. Don't go anywhere, folks. We're going to hear from one of your favorite songs out there as we make our way through the caution.
Well, you may have run out of racecraft. You may have made a mistake. That pedal on your far left side, most drivers call it the brake. Now I know you may be new to the craft and not so adept at turning left. So why go 3 wide into turn 1, then run out of skill? Now we're all done. Now the caution is out and the yellow is flying. The leader is pissed and the offender is lying. Here comes the goat, with an end of line. The penalties are coming. There might be a fight. Race hard, race clean. Use respect and be nice. I'll see you at the finish line. Get a win in life.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Weeknight Warrior Sim series. You didn't miss too much there, but Axel was just talking about a weird strategy from Al Likens in that number 9. Did not come down the pit. We saw the rest of the field, though, come down the pit this time. So interesting to see what Al Likens has got under the hood of that Chevrolet. Christopher McCullough up 23 positions there. You can see him up in second on that outside there. In the 04, the 09 of Travis Farmer also there in the second row, and the 18 up on top. We're gonna get back to going green flag racing here, though, momentarily. Greg, if you'd like to call that one out.
And Al Liken and Christopher McCullough leading us off to this green flag. Pace car is off. Green flag out. That number 9, Al Likens, with a great jump. Interesting strategy. Not coming down pit road with a good jump. Let's see if he can hang on to this lead here.
See Christopher McCullough in that 04. Trying to make his way up there. He also got a good jump off that start. They're going to run away from the rest of the field. See the 09 down there on the bottom. The 96 coming off a pit road there. That's Blaze Billing. Unfortunate for him that you see the 6 of Matt Morrison back here in 10th position. Back in the Hornet's nest. That 02 holding that 03 close to that bottom. The 8 gives a shove to the 6. The 19 gets a little bit loose. I think the 6 accidentally hit the 19's bumper and gave him a bad bump there. Thankfully, they keep it straight. 18 and the 09 fighting side by side, going down the back straightaway.
As they come into turn 3 side by side, that 19 and the 01 battling it out. One chase driver there on the bottom. That 03 Kenneth McCullough not far behind, just to the back bumper of that number 6 Matt Morrison.
See the 01, the 19, the 6, the 03. A big fight back here. Trying to get some positions, trying to get some points. Anything matters here for these drivers tonight. Lap 84 coming to 85 of 130 laps here tonight. Take a look at Omar Rodriguez Jr. up 2 positions since the start of this race. Currently sitting in 4th position. See the 09 and the 54 close together. Dawson Price in that 54. He's slowly making his way up this field. I know we got some Dawson and Price fans out there in chat. It's shake and bake for these drivers. Look at the 01 down the track. The 19 aggressive with them.
As we have a new biggest mover currently, Christopher McCullough in that 04 up to second, up 23 positions from his starting spot. Great job by Christopher there.
Exactly. What a hell of a drive for Christopher McCullough. out there in that 04 Chevrolet. Sean Merriman right behind him, up 6 positions in a Ford. There we go, your first Ford to break the top 3 today. Sean Merriman does it. Here comes the 09 though. That's another bow tie boy on the bottom. K&M Chevrolet SS. Omar Rodriguez on the top side. He'll get it past the 09. Up there in that 4th position, trying the battle there with the number 18. Not quite going to get that bumper in there. The 18 holding them close to that bottom. All these guys holding each other very far down. And Al Lincoln's still your leader out here. Still a pretty nice little gap there. 0.20 seconds off of Christopher McCullough.
And as we see 3 of those top 4 cars, chase cars out there, Christopher McCullough, Sean Merriman, and Omar Rodriguez Jr., all chase cars here tonight, looking for those points to go on to be champion here.
If you guys are just joining us here, or if this is your first time watching the Weeknight Warrior Sim Series, those banners on the... Oh my goodness!
Keep it up, caution is out.
That was Matt Morrison! No! Matt Morrison, one of your aggressive drivers here tonight, has an incident and hard into that inside retaining wall, as we always see. Let's take a look in real time here. See the 03 and the number 6 of Matt Morrison coming out of turn 2, as we always see, just get together a little bit, and Matt Morrison unfortunately gets the brunt end going down there hard into that wall. You see a dented front end of that Toyota Camry. Matt Morrison, unfortunate for him tonight. Now 18 positions lost, currently sitting in 19th position.
Definitely not what Matt Morrison wanted to see there tonight, fighting for that chase as a chase driver. Definitely not what he wanted to see. Fortunately, still Al Lycan up front now in that number 9. Looks like that strategy so far paying off there. What do you think there, Axel?
I was not paying attention there for a second.
You're totally good. That number 9 now electing to come down pit road. Nope. Trying to fake the field out. Okay.
You do see Travis Farmer in the 09 coming down pit road. Axel, what we were talking about, that pit strategy, the interesting pit strategy of Al Likens there, surprisingly, has paid off. He's been able to keep it out front, not electing to go down pit road, still keeping it out front. What do you think about this pit strategy there? You were a little confused by it in the beginning. Now what do you think of it?
Well, as long as he keeps it out front, I don't see any problem with it. It's gonna be when he starts dropping down the field, if he does, that the pit strategy is not gonna pay off too well.
Definitely agree. You see sitting back here in second, Christopher McCullough, fighting hard in that 04. Omar Rodriguez Jr. We did mention before we talked to him last week, he felt pretty confident coming in here to Homestead, Miami tonight, being one of his favorite tracks, one of his hometown, well, not maybe a hometown, home state tracks. I do believe Omar Rodriguez Jr., if we take a look at that location, I think it displays it, Miami. Yes. So he is another Florida boy out there, along with you, Greg. So should be pretty interesting.
Yeah, I gotta love this racetrack. Had many good memories here. We got to do Indy cars around Miami, so I got to help with the Indy cars with the Mario Andretti racing experience also. That was a lot of fun.
That is definitely a really cool story there. Taking a look out there in chat. Brooklyn says, "Get 'em Price boys, shake and bake." Also, Raging Idiot Race Network wishes he knew the point system. He'd be doing the points as they run. Hometown track. Only 5 miles away, actually. So, not too bad. He should have a pretty good understanding there of this track as we come back around. The pace car lights are off. They're doubling up, and they're going to get ready to go racing here.
Pretty little interesting fact about Homestead Miami Speedway. They do drag racing, I think, every Friday night there on the pit road. Pretty interesting.
I did not know that. See, I don't know too much about Homestead. I mainly know about Daytona. That's really the only floor track, because we all know I love my super speedways. I gotta love Daytona out there. The number 9 of Al Lincoln's in first. Christopher McCullough in second. Axel, why don't you lead him off?
Green flag.
I think he glitching. Like it keeps dropping back.
Al Likens there in first in that number 9. The 04 of Christopher McCullough. A little bit slow off that start. Still a good run. Omar Rodriguez Jr. already going to go for an aggressive move. Trying to put that bumper down there. He's making use of it though. It's lap 92 of 130. It's time for these drivers to get going. Rodriguez sticks it there on that bottom. McCullough to the outside will filter right behind him, not wanting to lose any more positions.
Still quite a few of those chase drivers up in our top 5. Sean Merriman and Aiden Stevens battling it out there. That 01 and 18 side by side coming down the backstretch.
See the 03 and the 19 also side by side down the back straightaway. The 03 opts to go right behind the 19, but is going to show his bumper right back through turn 4 and actually get that bumper to the inside there. Look at this. Omar Rodriguez Jr. trying to make the pass on Christopher McCullough on the outside. We talked about how those lanes were going to start working here as this sun kept dropping. Oh, he rides the wall. Omar Rodriguez rides the wall a little bit coming out of turn 2. And that's going to stub his speed a little bit. So McCullough gets back by on that bottom side. And the 74 of Aiden Stevens is also going to be looking up there to try and make this top 5 at least a little bit interesting.
As the laps wind down, those trace drivers wanting to find themselves up front. That 04, 92, 3 wide there. The 74 on the bottom, able to get through. Little bit of trouble there from that 04, Christopher McCullough.
He's dropping back fast. Currently now in 8th position, slowed up out of that corner. That turn 2, it gets these drivers, but that's going to be good for Rodriguez. Omar Rodriguez Jr. in that number 92. He is now in 2nd place. Aiden Stevens right behind him, and Hunter Azell is also there.
McCullough dropping down to that 9th position, still up 16 for the night. Good recovery from that bad incident right there. Great job to recover.
See Kenneth McCullough Jr. in the 03, sitting up here in 5th. The 01 of Jacob Petrowski right behind him. Hunter Azell in the number 19 Intimidator Good Wrench Chevrolet also making his way up there. Your top 5 currently Chevrolets. 6th position breaks it up with a Toyota, and Sean Merriman in that number 18 Ford has made his way up to 8th position. Now falling back to 9th. Look at Al Likens, just a huge gap from the rest of the field. He's rocketing out there up front. Still did not come down pit lane either of those 2 times, so it's definitely going to be interesting. It looks like that pit strategy worked out for him. Omar Rodriguez Jr. and the number 92 of Aiden Stevens back here, starting to fight it out a little bit. You see the 19 of Hunter Azell, 92 slow. They're going to get by him, side by side, door to door. They'll get by Rodriguez. Look at the 74 in the 19, though. They're not done. Stevens still trying to fight alongside of Azell there. Rodriguez trying to get it back up there. The 03 of Kenneth McCullough Jr. there to the inside.
The battle heating up here, back for about 10th position. That 04 Christopher McCullough, Dawson Price in that 54, side by side here. Both also chase drivers looking for the chance to take it home here tonight.
Take a look at your crank it up cam. Interesting battle back here for Christopher McCullough. Hopefully we'll be able to see him get back up there. He was pretty dominant. Hunter Azell, though, the number 19, up 20 positions since the start of this race. Now you're second place. Omar Rodriguez right behind him in that number 92 brings up third. 01 of Petrowski on that bottom. There's the 03 of Kenneth McCullough Jr. And Aiden Stevens in that 74. Also in that fight, the 09, Travis Farmer. You can see him back there.
What a bump draft going down that front stretch. Omar Rodriguez Jr. giving Hunter Azell quite the push there.
See Petrowski there to the inside. They're together in the back. That was the 18 of Sean Merriman getting sent down into the apron, as we've seen coming out of turn 2 many times here tonight. Thankfully, the green flag still waves here. They'll keep it straight. Looking 3 wide almost here, coming down the front straightaway. That's the 19, the 03, and the 01 fighting for position here. Kenneth McCullough Jr. in 5th. Aiden Stevens in 4th. Hunter Azell in 6th. Now 5th.
That leader out front, Al Likens, stretching the distance up 0.6 of a second out front of that 92 of Omar Rodriguez Jr.
Stevens a little bit loose in turn 4, getting into the wall a little bit. That's going to scuff his speed just a bit. Not too much, though. He'll get it by the 01 coming down the front straightaway. Rodriguez holds on to 2nd position. He's opting to run that top side. Feels really, really comfortable and fast on that top side. Aiden Stevens, though. Oh, 92, scuffing some speed into that wall. Here comes Aiden Stevens in that 74, falling right behind the number 92, Omar Rodriguez Jr. It's a dogfight up here for some of those lead positions.
Definitely a lot of side-by-side battling for position, looking to push themselves forward in the standings right now. They know what's on the line tonight, the season finale. They got to make their move, and they got to make it now.
Not many laps remain here of this 130-lap race here tonight. 27 laps to go at Homestead, Miami. You see Likens is starting to fall off a little bit. He's running that top side with Rodriguez Jr., and he's actually starting to catch up. A fight is going to ensue here soon, though, if Aiden Stevens keeps running that bottom like that. Can Rodriguez get past Likens?
That number 9 of Likens must have had a big mistake, just as I was talking. 0.6 of a gap he had, now down to 0.06 gap. Side by side, coming into 3. That 92 of Omar Rodriguez Jr. looking for the lead. New leader, Omar Rodriguez Jr. coming out of 4 here.
That's one of your chase drivers. If he can maintain this lead, then we will be crowning, I do believe, Omar Rodriguez Jr. as our series champion, Season 1 champion. See the 01, Petrowski fighting alongside Hunter Azell. A little loose coming off that wall there. That was the 54 of Dawson Price, a little bit loose off that corner. They keep it
straight. A little bit of contact between that 09 and the 01 back there, or the 19 and the 01.
They get together in the wall a little bit. That's McCullough. In the 03, Kenneth McCullough Jr. Trying to run that middle lane there. Hold that 09 down there. Dawson Price in that 54 coming up quick. The Aiden Stevens now in 2nd position. Al Likens is falling back. And Omar Rodriguez Jr. leads this race. You see 3 wide. The 09, the 19, the 01, the 03, the 54. 3 wide between the 09, the 03, and the 54. The 19 holding that bottom side by himself. He's going to get paired up with Dawson Price on that top side in that number 54.
And that is for that battle for 3rd spot. That number 9 still holding on there of Al Likens, still up in the 3rd spot, up high. That 54 through the middle, that 09 on the bottom. What is going to happen here? 3 wide through the front stretch.
Petrowski on the bottom, Price on the middle. Let's see what happens. You see the 09 and the 19 still battling back there. These guys can't decide who wants what place. Until now, the 01 looks like he can get past the 9. The 09 opts to go with him. 22 laps to go here tonight. The 19, the 03, and the 9, all three wide, coming around the corner.
The 54 finds himself a little bit in the wall, still to the outside. 3 wide action still happening at 19 through the middle there.
See, the 11's going to try and thread something under that 9. The 19, also they're 4 wide. 4 wide at Miami. The 03 and the 54 the 19, pardon me, get together a little bit. Going back to 2 wide. I think that's the first time I've ever seen 4 wide at Miami ever go right. But we're back to 4 wide racing again!
That 02 on the outside, the 19 and 09.
Oh, now they get together! The 02, the 19, oh no, the 03, I believe that was Kenneth McCullough Jr. There was only so much time they had before that 4 wide was gonna get them, and it got them this time. 8th caution flies here tonight in the Weeknight Warrior Sim Series Season 1 finale. Let's take a look back at that crash. We were aboard live for it, but let's look at it back in slow-mo. See the 02 on the top side, the 19, the 03, and the 6 of Matt Morrison there on the bottom. They get together a little bit on that bottom side, just running out of room there, unfortunately.
Lucky for that 6 car of Morrison, able to stay on the bottom, stay out of trouble in that one. That 4 wide not panning out that time there.
Ooh, you see the 19 accidentally clips the 03's bumper as the 03 comes up the track just a little bit. Not enough room out there. The 02 gets sent around by the 03. Just an unfortunate night for them here tonight. Not for Omar Rodriguez Jr. though. Jr. up in front. Stevens in second. Petrowski in third. 2 points drivers up front. Rodriguez and Petrowski. You can bet they are going to be battling it out come this next restart.
And as we saw that number 9 of Lycan dropping back quite a few positions, we were wondering how that pit strategy was going to work out, dropping back to that 6th position right now.
They're going down pit lane. Junior, Stevens, in that 01 of Petrowski. All bring it down pit lane. Travis Farmer elects to stay out. A lot of the field actually came down. Only 5 drivers so far here, I believe. Or no, that is not 5 drivers, sorry. 6 drivers there. See the number 96 of Blaze Billing, unfortunately back here in 24th position. Not on the lead lap.
Looks again, Goose, like we got a few cars that elected to stay on the racetrack. That 09 Travis Farmer out in the lead currently. Dawson Price, Kyle Reynolds, Sean Merriman, and James Hudson all out on the track still.
Do see that. Wondering if that's going to hurt them or if that might help them. That might help out that Dawson Price, number 54 Chevrolet there in second position. Might have a good chance to keep it up, but take a look. Sean Merriman and that number 18. Oh, what is that? A Ford? Yeah, there is a Ford in 4th and 5th. And Sean Merriman might have a chance at a win here tonight, starting back here in 4th position. These guys are going to get doubled up here, coming to the green flag next time around.
So what's the bet on if it goes green the rest of the race? What do we got, 23 laps left?
I believe. The bet's looking kind of detrimental for us Ford guys. If any of you out in the chat are rooting for Ford. If you guys are rooting for Chevy, there's some words I really wish I could say right now, but I can't. And then, of course, for Toyota, it looks like Jacob Petrowski is your man to be rooting for in that 01. Currently sitting in 7th position. Axel, what do you think about the Toyota count here tonight?
There's really only been 2 Toyotas that have been competitive up front, and they've just stuck to the bottom line, and I don't know how well that's gonna help them here. Like, they've not moved up to outside much from what I've seen.
Alrighty, getting ready to go here. Travis Farmer is going to lead him around here tonight. Dawson Price on that outside. Kyle Reynolds on the bottom. Green flag here at Miami. 16 laps to go left in the finale here. Travis Farmer, good run out front. He's got a good lead from him. 54 of Dawson Price on that top side, and you see the 11 of Kyle Reynolds on the bottom.
That 92 of Omar Rodriguez Jr. trying to make quick work of these cars. That did not pit through the middle. 3 wide, the 18 to his outside, the 01 below him.
Close. That was very close between them. Going back to 3 wide racing with Matt Morrison in that number 6.
The laps ticking away. Intensity is picking up here at Homestead Miami Speedway. That number 6 on the bottom, the 92, trying to make his way forward of that Omar Rodriguez Jr. Chevrolet.
See Omar Rodriguez there up on the top in 6th position right now. He's got to get something going if he wants to get back up there. You see the number 9 of Al Likens is also right there, trying to get something to work along with him.
Three wide, once again, the 6 on the bottom, the 11 this time through the middle, able to work it out before they reach the backstretch, back 2 by 2 as they go down the backstretch here.
Hayden Stevens gives a good bump to that 11. Rodriguez out front of the 11. Look at the 54, Dawson Price, and the 01 of Petrowski. 2 of your chase drivers fighting it out, and here come 2 more, Rodriguez and Matt Morrison. Rodriguez gets to the inside of Dawson Price's bumper and hunts him down. Now looking to the outside of the 01 of Petrowski. Omar Rodriguez in 3rd. Petrowski 2nd. Travis Farmer still with that great lead. 0.04 of a second out front.
Looks like that choice not to take a pit stop there, working out for that 09 Travis Farmer. Still out ahead. Jacob Petrowski not far behind, side by side with that 92 of Omar Rodriguez Jr. as they come through the stripe here.
Dawson Price to the back bumper of Al Likens in that number 9, Matt Morrison on the bottom. The 74 of Hayden Stevens stuck there in the middle. See that number 8, Daryl Johnson. He had a little bit of an incident earlier on this race. It's good to see that he was able to get back up here in that Little Caesars mobile. Rodriguez Jr. still fighting with Petrowski, but that 09 of Travis Farmer starting to lose some ground to those 2 chase drivers. Things are going to get complicated here. Rodriguez has a good jump on the top.
As we reach lap 120 here, that 09 and 92 side by side for this race lead here down the backstretch into turn 3 here. The 01 right behind that 09. Side by side, the 9 looking to the 01's outside now.
Oh, it's starting to get a little crazy up here in front. That Hornet's Nest is starting to form up. Rodriguez, good run out of the corner there. The 09 goes down to cover the 01. The 9 slips up there to the 09's door. Rodriguez, your leader so far right now here at Miami. 10 laps to go in the Season 1 finale of Weeknight Warrior Sim Series.
3 wide down the backstretch, the 09, the 01, and the 74. The 9 not too far out of it now. 3 wide into 3 and 4. The 74 and the 9 finding themselves up in the wall. Will it go 4 wide here?
I don't know if they learned their lesson after that last 4 wide incident. They haven't learned their lesson going 3 wide here yet. Hopefully, though, they learned their lesson about going 4 wide here at Miami tonight, although it would be very entertaining as we see the 01 and the 9 and the 09 all fighting for position. 3 wide down the back straightaway. 74 to the back bumper of Petrowski. Matt Morrison to the back bumper of the 09 of Farmer. Rodriguez still leads this race. The 74 and the 6. No, that's the 9. Get together a little bit. The 9 goes into the wall. They keep it straight. See the 8 and the 5 slowly working their way up the field there. And the 04 of Christopher McCullough slowly making his way back up there through that field.
As we see now, the race leader, 92, Omar Rodriguez Jr., out ahead. That chase driver, Jacob Petrowski, right on his back door, trying to make that pass happen. Not close enough yet, entering 3 here.
Here comes the 9 of Al Likens, still helping him out. The 09's getting a little bit squirrely there on that corner, still able to hold it there. 01 shoots it down to the bottom. Rodriguez still running that high side here. He's loved it this whole time.
6 laps to go as we come across the stripe. The battle for the lead heats up. That 92, the 01, Omar Rodriguez Jr., Jacob Petrowski. The battle down the back, right on his back bumper.
So one of the drivers back here getting into the wall a little bit. That's the 54, Dawson Price. But in front of him, I don't think he wants to be up in there. That's a hornet's nest. See Matt Morrison right in the middle, almost making the 5 side of a dice. And the 8 gives him a good little bump. Getting into the wall himself there, the 8 of Daryl Johnson.
Back 3 wide as we come into turn 1. Thinking better of it. That number 6 of Matt Morrison electing to take that bottom side.
Oh!
The
09, the 5, the 8! Caution will come out here for the 9th time again tonight. They're crashing under caution. The 09 and the 04. That's Christopher McCullough in another accident. That's not good at all. Let's take a look back at what happened here. So much happened that I just can't. I don't know. I can't unravel all that fast.
Heating up. We hit 5 laps to go here, Goose, and they said let's put it all on the table. This is the time. Everybody going for it. Space limited here at Homestead. Cars meeting together. Not what they wanted to see.
Not at all. You see the 09 and the 74 originally had that incident up there into the wall. They get slowed up. The 8 runs into the back of the 5. Not his fault. Just things get slowed up there. McCullough, unfortunately, is going to get wrapped up in some stuff there. That's Christopher McCullough in that 04 machine on the outside. We saw those guys go down below the apron, and they had their little accident. But after that caution flag flew, and as that field got slowed up, see, McCullough had a little incident here with the 09. I'm not too sure what happened there. But they had their little accident there, and unfortunately, the 09 of Travis Farmer and the 04 Christopher McCullough into the wall. Not too many laps here left. Omar Rodriguez, your leader here. Jacob Petrowski right back there in 2nd position, and Al Likens will be in 3rd. Jacob Petrowski, let's take a look at him for just a second. Currently 2nd, started in 12th, up 10 positions since the start of this race. Other big movers, Justin Zemenke, up 10 positions since the start of this race. And Hunter Azell, up 8. Nick Hames, up 14 in that number 31. We haven't talked about him much today, currently sitting back here in 9th position. It's going to be an interesting restart once these guys come back around.
I do think, Goose, with these lights still out on the pace car, if they have it checked in here, it's going to be green-white checkered, I do believe, because even if they go green this next time, it'll be green-white checkered.
Yes, they do have green-white checkers here in tonight's race, here in the Weeknight Warrior Sim Series. So we will go on to green and white checkered try number 1. Looking at your season standings really quick. Your top 5 in season standings: Dawson Price, Aiden Stevens, Omar Rodriguez Jr. in 3rd. Jacob Petrowski is in 4th, and Sean Merriman will round out the top 5 in chase standings. Those are chase standings. So as we make our way around here tonight, hopefully for the final time. Make sure you guys stick around after the race, after driver interviews tonight, because we're going to be hosting the award ceremony where we crown your champion of season 1, hand out second and third to your top 5 in standings, talk to your 4th and 5th in standings. We also hand out awards for best of the rest and rookie of the year. Tonight we'll be starting off with rookie of the year, then best of the rest, and then we will go on to crown the champion and talk to the rest of them as we go. Greg, will you do me the honors here in the Weeknight Warrior Sim series and send them off hopefully for the final time?
Absolutely. Pace car is off. That 92, Omar Rodriguez Jr. leading you to that green flag. Green flag underway. What a great jump. Looks to gain that front position. Still not clear. Entering into turn 1, that 01 Jacob Petrowski to his outside. Not giving up the fight quite yet.
This could get interesting. Omar Rodriguez has been running that bottom side, or that top side this entire race, having to go down there. He looked good on that bottom side. Petrowski into the wall a little bit. There's Al Likens on the bottom in that 9 car. 2 laps to go at Miami here tonight. Al Likens gets by. Door bangs with the number 92. And the 01 and the 6 get together. White flag is out. Matt Morrison down there.
White flag is out.
Al Likens in first. 01 of Petrowski out front. You see the 74, Aiden Stevens there. Omar Rodriguez in 4th on that top side. Here he comes, shooting to that bottom side. Things are getting heated up as we come into turn 3. Al Likens leads the 01 around. Petrowski in 2nd.
Al Likens bringing us out of turn 4 here, coming to that checkered flag. The 01 Jacob Petrowski, just not enough.
It's Likens! Jacob Petrowski takes home 2nd position here tonight, and Omar Rodriguez Jr. in that number 92 machine takes home 3rd position here tonight.
What a finish there. Green, white, checkered, setting us up for absolute cinema there here at Homestead Miami Speedway. What a race there. Congratulations, Al Likens, bringing home that top spot here tonight. That tire call looks like it ended up working out there, Goose.
It does. We talked a lot of crap about it, but here he is. Al Likens burns it down. You see the 01 and the 74 also out there burning it down. His friends, the number 3 of Justin Zemenke, also out there burning it down. Congratulations out there to Al Likens tonight. Hey, don't go anywhere, folks. We're going to pull in your top 3 drivers here tonight. The 9, the 01, the 92. We're going to talk to them. And then after that, drum roll. I'm not telling you who won the championship and everything for a reason if you guys don't know the point standings. But drum roll suspense after our top 3. Oops, the 99's into the 9. We are going to be hosting Weeknight Warrior Sim Series award ceremony where we are going to be handing out the awards to some of these drivers out here. So congratulations to all the drivers out here in Season 1 of Weeknight Warrior Sim Series. Stay tuned. We'll be right back. We're going to go hunt down your top 3 here at this race. Welcome back, everybody. The Weeknight Warrior Sim Series. Unfortunately, Al Likens, your first place finisher here tonight at Homestead, Miami. We weren't able to find him. I think he's already partying. But we were able to track down Jacob. Jacob, your second place finisher here tonight. Congratulations on second place here. Tell us, how did that race go for you tonight?
I wish we would have stayed green a lot longer. All night I'd been running the bottom and exclusively the bottom, and especially on that first giant green flag run, you could see I was saving so much more tire than everybody else. So I just kind of wish we strayed green longer, but otherwise, yeah, it was pretty good.
With the track being Homestead, Miami tonight, some call it a difficult track. Some people love this track. What gave you the hardest, I think, the hardest time out here tonight? What was really the thing that affected your car out here for the worst?
Just people throwing pointless sliders all the time. There's just a bunch of people just whamming it into the corner after corner after corner. And that accumulated in a lot of cautions there towards the end. So honestly, like the track itself, I had a lot of fun at. Figured out I'm really good here, but it's more so just kind of everybody else going for nothing really.
I got you.
I got a question for you, Jacob. Leading that Toyota charge up there in second, that first Toyota on tonight's board, how does that feel for you?
Wish it wasn't P1, buddy. But still, it's always fun.
Yeah, great job leading the Toyotas there today. I heard that was our boy Axel's favorite brand there, so great job almost getting Toyota in that victory lane there tonight.
Yep, thank you.
Alrighty, Jacob, before we let you get back to celebrating here, is there anybody you'd like to give a shout out to?
Shout out my spotter, as always, Matthew Wright. Whenever he's able to join, he does a great job at just clearing me and giving me all the info I need to get. Another shout out, Bobby Earnhardt and Rise Racing. Unfortunately, our Talladega weekend didn't go as we planned, but you know, we'll bounce back. We'll do good here at Watkins Glen coming up in 2 weeks.
Alrighty, congratulations, Jacob, on second place tonight. Hey, we'll catch you later at the awards ceremony, so stay tuned for that.
Yes, all right. Thank you, guys.
Alrighty, that was Jacob Petrowski, second place finisher here tonight. Let's pull in Mr. Omar Rodriguez, third place finisher here tonight. You led almost that charge there at the end. Omar, what happened?
I had it, and then that caution came out, and it killed any lead I had on the guys. And once we got bunched back up, I just didn't have that the short run fire off speed I needed.
I gotcha. Besides the track being a little humid out there, it was a lot of humidity out there in the air tonight. What gave you the hardest problems here tonight at Homestead? We heard that it was one of your hometown tracks, one of your favorite tracks. What gave you the most problems here at this track?
I mean, nothing really, honestly. I felt pretty good all race. I qualified well. I had that incident with Kenny at lap 10, and you know, I charged my way right back through the field slowly but surely, and I just didn't have the juice there at the end to seal the race, and it cost me the championship. I lost by 2 points.
I got you there. We'll turn it over to Greg. Greg, you got a couple of questions to ask Mr. Omar Rodriguez.
So I was a big one talking about that high line. A lot of those drivers electing to run that rim out on the outside. You being one of those drivers, how do you navigate the fine line it takes to drive that high side?
It's a lot about hitting your markers. You have to know when you're turning in, because fraction of an inch plus netcode could either put you in the wall or could put you on a line you don't necessarily want to be running. You have to hit your marks pretty consistently. I feel like a lot of the field elected to maybe not run the very outside groove, but I felt that the run that you'd get down the stretches was very, it was very crucial in getting me to where I was there at the end of the race.
Yeah, definitely seeing the importance of that high side. Myself, I love riding the rim around here at Homestead. Definitely one of my favorite racetracks, one of my favorite activities, running that high side. Great job out here tonight, Omar. Look forward to seeing you next season, buddy.
Appreciate it. Thank you, guys.
Before we let you go here, Omar, one last question. Is there anybody you'd like to give a shout out here to tonight?
Absolutely. Thank you guys for putting on another phenomenal broadcast. I'm already hearing that this one was maybe the best on the season. I'd like to thank my girlfriend for supporting me and letting me do this with my Tuesday nights. It's a lot of effort, and she's always there backing me up, so I gotta thank her. Sorry, I'm just absolutely crushed right now.
That's definitely understandable, man.
Oh man. I want to thank the drivers for coming out, making this last race one to remember. I want to thank everyone who's already signed up for season 2. We're looking pretty good on numbers already. Hoping to have a full field once that schedule kicks off. I want to thank tonight's sponsor, Skid Row Motorsports. A couple of the guys couldn't make it, unfortunately, but I appreciate their support from the very inception of the league. I don't think I'd be able to make it this far without him. Yeah, that's I think that's all I got for you guys tonight. Appreciate it.
Of course, Omar. Hey, congratulations on 3rd place here tonight. We'll catch you here in a little bit during the award ceremony.
Thank you, guys.
That was Omar Rodriguez, 3rd place finisher here tonight. Not the way he was thinking that was going to go. He had it there in the end, man. He got really, really close there. And just heartbreaking for him in that 3rd place finish. Axel, what'd you think of that race? We haven't heard from you much during this whole broadcast. You been asleep, buddy?
It was pretty exciting racing.
Oh.
The other broadcast I did was just cautions every 3 laps.
I gotcha. Hey, real quick, actually, guys, up here in the booth and people at home, I have something for you. Al Likens has made his way out, and we found him. Al, you won here tonight at Homestead, Miami. Tell us, how'd it go?
It's a tough race to, trying to battle and strategy at the end, but, I like to apologize to Omar, and him door banged there coming to the white. That's how I race, and I do owe him an apology. I just thought he was going to stay closer to the wall. It came down, and I do apologize for that.
What a heck of a race here tonight. Do you think that tonight was one of your better tracks on the schedule, or were you a little bit nervous coming into this race?
Oh, definitely nervous. This is definitely not one of my tracks. I don't run here a lot, but trying to get more laps here to get better, but normally I just absolutely struggle.
I gotcha. Greg, you got a couple of questions to ask?
So that late run, that number 9 electing to use the high side there, Al. How did you like the high side between the bottom? Was it a thing in dirty air? Was it better on the high side, just getting that clean air, or what was it that made you choose that high side?
On the restarts, high side, you got a little more momentum on the restarts, but early in the run, the bottoms really where you're bottom or the middle lanes where I like to run, and now late in the run, the top groove is the way to go. I can just carry so much more speed from center off.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Al Likens, your race winner here tonight. Thank you, buddy.
Before we let you go, Al, you got anybody you'd like to give a shout out to?
Yeah, I like to thank the league for having me and allowing me to race with them. Y'all's broadcast, y'all do a really good job, and I like to thank my teammates at Slightly Dangerous Racing. I'd like to thank God and my family.
Of course. Al Likens, your 1st place winner out here tonight. Congratulations, Al. Hopefully we see you in season 2, and maybe we can see you get more wins next season.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Of course. That was Al Likens, 1st place winner here. And while we were going through your interviews, we have the results in. The official results of the WWSS iRacing League. Rookie of the Year. Congratulations, the Nick Hames, taking home 503 points, 3 points off of Hunter Azell, 4 points off of Blaze Billing for being Rookie of the Year. So congratulations out there, the Nick Hames. We'll make sure to talk to him first up there. In the award ceremony, best of the rest goes to Kian Fry. 526 points versus Nolan Gross, 522 points. In championship chase. Drum roll, please. Your top 5. Aiden Stevens, 2,171 points. Takes home Season 1. The championship of the Weeknight Warrior Sim Series. Kenneth McCullough Jr. in second with 2,169 points. Omar Rodriguez Jr. in third, 2,169 points. Tied, but we'll be back there in that third position. Dawson Price, 2,167 points. We'll put him back in fourth in the standings. And to round out your top 5 for your championship chase, Jacob Petrowski, 2,164 points. I guess Kenneth McCullough Jr. and Omar are going to have to share those trophies with each other. Don't go anywhere, folks. We're going to get over to the Weeknight Warrior Sim Series and talk to them. We'll be right back here in just a minute. Welcome back, everybody. The Weeknight Warrior Sim Series here at the WWSS Awards Ceremony. Brought to you by 760 Graphics. Big thank you to them. And Skid Row Motorsports for sponsoring tonight's finale here. We're going to start off a little bit different here. I was going to start off with Rookie of the Year. I messed it up. I'm so sorry. But I did fix it. So we're going to introduce your best of the rest winner here tonight, Kian Fry. Kian, it's been one heck of a season. I know we weren't there for the whole entire season. We caught you guys here on Fearless Broadcasting towards the end of the season. Tell us, how was season 1 of Weeknight Warrior Sim Series?
Well, the start of it was definitely rough. I had more than my fair share of DNFs, and after that, I was just trying to focus on consistently, like, just finishing the race. And then towards the latter half of the season, something clicked, and I just started getting top 10s, top 15s, and long story short, it was a long season, not in a bad way, and it's instead of trying to come out swinging, I just took my time, and I feel confident that I can be a chase driver next season if the league elects to keep the chase format. But I'm just glad that I actually won something this season.
We saw out there in chat from the times that we were broadcasting, you got a lot of fans out there. You got a good following out there for season 1. Going into season 2, what's the confidence level looking like for next season?
I feel like next season, I don't want to say it'll be, a long time coming, but I have a feeling that next season I'll have my first win. Maybe I can steal one at a super speedway, but if I can put on the same performance at Michigan and just be a little bit quicker, maybe I can be on the winning end of that photo finish. I'll have to work on pit strategies and stuff like that because I've messed myself up with that a little bit this season too. But the confidence has definitely been boosted, and the fact that I ended up finishing with the Best of the Rest award on 6 minutes of wheel damage, that just helps me feel more confident in a car that's not completely messed up with damage.
Of course. Greg, you got any questions to ask Kian?
Okay, Kian, so we had a long season here. What was your favorite track that we visited this season?
It wasn't a points race, but my favorite race so far of the season was the All-Star race of the dirt track at Charlotte. I barely made the cut for the All-Star race, and the fact that I was able to finish as high as I did, I came in second behind Logan Murray, the race control. It it helped me boost my confidence a little bit there, and being able to race in a discipline that I grew up on, and show what I could actually do. It felt great. I love Charlotte. But as far as my favorite points race, it would have had to be Michigan. That was even though I only came in third, that was the best finish I've had of the season so far in terms of like exhilarating. And Michigan and the dirt track at Charlotte All-Star race.
Gotta love those finishes that get your blood pumping. Once again, thank you, boss, and congratulations for winning that Best of the Rest, man.
Before we let you go here tonight, Axel, you got any questions?
No.
No, alrighty. Kian, you got anybody you'd like to give a shout out before we send you off tonight?
Any family members that happen to be tuning in, mainly my grandma and grandpa, my late uncle, my inspiration for doing all this, my teammates, Reagan and Kyle and Buster for this season, my road racing teammates, Zero, Camo, a couple of other friends of mine, just anyone who happened to show up and cheer me on. I really appreciate it. I wouldn't be able to do any of this without your guys' confidence in me, because what good is what good is a driver if he doesn't have anybody who believes in him? So thank you.
I couldn't have said it better myself. Congratulations, Kian Fry, on tonight's race, and congratulations on Best of the Rest for Season 1. Good luck next season.
Thank you, guys. I appreciate it.
Alrighty. Congratulations out there to Kian Fry. Won Best of the Rest. As I get my next trophy up here, we have the Rookie of the Year award. And the Rookie, I almost said Wookie. The Rookie of the Year award goes to Nick Hames, driving that number 31. Nick, tell us, how has Weeknight Warrior Sim Series Season 1, how has that been for you?
It's been a lot of ups and downs. You know, just mainly been trying to keep the nose clean every week. Obviously, Rookie of the Year, I'm pretty new to iRacing. Picked it up in October, and this league started in November. So really just been using the league to learn a lot, make a lot of good friends along the way. And yeah, we got a little lucky tonight, but we'll take it.
From the times here that you have raced in this series, do you think this series has helped you grow as a NASCAR driver?
Oh yeah, definitely. I got super lucky. Nicholas Warner reached out and asked if I wanted to join Sly Little Fox Racing. And I got paired up with Nicholas and Blaze, and they've been great teammates. You know, we do a lot of work off the track, as silly as that sounds. We're always talking about testing, getting in test sessions, making sure we're all on the same strategy every Tuesday night. And yeah, man, I've just made a lot of good friends from here, and we race outside the league, talk outside the league, and yeah, it's been difficult, you know, to finish these races, much less be up towards the front in these races. It's really competitive and really fun.
Sounds like a blast here in the Weeknight Warrior Sim Series League. Greg, you got a couple of questions for him?
All right, Nick. So I asked Kian what was his favorite track this season. So I'm going to ask you, what was your least favorite track this season?
Definitely the Milwaukee Mile. Okay, I'll tie it with Milwaukee Mile and Watkins Glen, just because I can't turn left, and the pit entrance at Milwaukee got me pretty good under green flag stop. So if we don't have to go back there next season, I won't complain.
Don't like turning right, you mean?
Yeah, don't like turning right. You know, I'm getting better at turning left, I guess. But yeah, don't like turning right.
I share that same view. I just wanted to make sure I was correct in that one. Yep, I don't like turning right either. I mean, if you're turning right to go left, that's one thing, but turning a corner that turns right is just not my forte. Well, thank you, buddy. Congratulations on that Rookie of the Year. Hope to see more from you next season, buddy.
All right. Appreciate y'all.
Before we let you go, Nick, is there anybody you'd like to give a shout out to?
Just want to shout out to my wife. She holds the fort down every Tuesday night. She knows how much this means to me. Supports me here, supports me on my stream. Shout out everybody who watches the stream on my end every Tuesday night. Omar for putting this on and being a great leader and a great friend also. Nicholas and Blaze over at Sly Little Fox Racing. Been great racing with them this year. Mr. Dawson Price for the paint schemes. And yeah, just everybody for showing up every week and making this really fun.
Awesome job out here in Season 1 of the Weeknight Warrior Sim Series, Nick. Hopefully you do just as good or even a little bit better next season. I mean, considering you got that Rookie of the Year award, I'm pretty sure you're doing pretty good so far.
Hey, we just try to get better every week, so we're looking forward to next season.
Alrighty, congratulations on Rookie of the Year. We'll see you next season.
All right, appreciate y'all.
That was Nick Hames, Rookie of the Year here in Weeknight Warrior Sim Series. Next, we're going to pull in the number 3 of Justin Zemenke. We're going to talk to him about his team championship. His team was able to bring home the championship. Let's see if we can find him here. Justin, I found him. Let's get him in here. There he is, Justin Zemenke. His team brought home the team championship for Weeknight Warrior Sim Series here in Season 1. Justin, tell us, how did this Season 1 go for your entire team?
It went great. I was honestly probably the lowest performer on the team. I know Jacob had a win or two on the season, so did Aiden. They both performed really well and put up really good finishes, and then me and Nolan ran pretty good, mid-pack, some really good front-pack races, and we were able to put together consistent runs and good strategy between the four of us to help Aiden and Jacob get in the chase, and Aiden won the championship, and then all of us put together a good season to win the team championship.
It was an amazing first season from the little bit that we caught here on Fearless Broadcasting. Tell us, what's that confidence level looking like for you and your teammates going in the next season?
It's looking pretty good. It is kind of bittersweet almost because we won the team championship, and then now this team will be very different next season. I won't be racing. I believe Jacob and Aiden will still be on a team together, and then Nolan is splitting off and actually taking kind of he's taking Ty with him, and they're going to be kind of splitting up a little bit there. So it'll be interesting next season to see where they're competitive against each other.
And for some of those guys out there in chat that don't know the crew members that make up your team, would you like to shout them out just really quickly before we turn it over to Greg?
Yeah, so we've got, obviously, the drivers is our main group. We have, obviously, Omar put the league together. Logan, one of the admins, he helps us out a little bit. And that's pretty much it. We all kind of do our own thing, and then when it comes to race day, we work together during the race to make sure we can perform well.
Alrighty. Congratulations to Triple R on your guys's, or not Triple R, sorry. Or, well, hold on, my thing is all messed up here. Triple R. Yep, that is correct. I don't know why it looked really weird there for a second. Okay, congratulations to Triple R there on winning the team championship. Greg, take it away.
So, winning that team championship, talking about the team kind of splitting up next season, what's going to be the focus on next season then?
Next season, it'll be really interesting. I think they're all going to focus on trying to win races, and same thing, win another team championship. To see which half of it gets it. My main focus is going to be keeping the league good. I'm moving to race control, so I won't be racing nearly as much next season, but I enjoy the race control side of it, and I'm hoping to help keep the league running smooth and get more people in here.
Awesome, man. Well, great having you here, Season 1. Look forward to Season 2, Justin. Congratulations on that win, buddy.
Thank you.
Before we let you go, is there anybody you'd like to give a shout out to?
Obviously, got to shout out all the drivers: Jacob, Aiden, Nolan, myself, Ty Carino as well. He was on kind of our secondary team because we ended up originally started the season with about eight people that were racing. We ended with 5, but we gotta shout him out too because he helped us a ton too. And then gotta thank Logan and Omar for getting this league started and all the work they've put into it, and then also allowing me to join that admin team and help continue to get this league pushing in a good direction.
Awesome job on Season 1. Looking forward to Season 2 for your teammates, and looking forward to seeing you as race control up there for Season 2.
Yes, sir.
Alrighty, congratulations, Justin.
Thank you.
Alrighty, congratulations to Justin Zemenke. Number 3, unfortunately, will not be racing next season as much, being that being the race control. But congratulations to them and Triple R for winning the team championship here tonight in the Weeknight Warrior Sim Series. We're going to get underway now with your top 3 awards here for your championship chase. We're going to start it off with Mr. Aiden Stevens. Let's see where he is. He's probably partying. There's Mr. Aiden Stevens. Aiden Stevens in that number 74. Congratulations on being the championship chase winner here in the Weeknight Warrior Sim Series Season 1. Congratulations to you. Tell us, Aiden, how did this race go for you this whole season?
This race was up and down. The very start was pretty up. First half of the race, I just dominated. I think I led the first 70 or so laps. After that, I got passed and strategy was mixed up a little bit. And then towards the end of that race, I was just stuck behind the 9 car, hoping for a miracle because Omar could not win that race in my scenario. And lo and behold, we had a little slip up, and then I was able to get by and pull through.
Yeah, you finished 4th here. We saw you all night, man. You were a hard runner here tonight. And tell us, was the season just like tonight's race for you? Hard running all the way up there to the top. Clearly, you finished up here in 1st. You had to be a pretty hard runner this entire season.
Yeah, I led the leagues in top 5s and top 10s, I believe. I started off the season with, I think, 4 straight podiums. After that, it was a lot of top 5s, handful of top 10s. I missed 1 race and wrecked out of 2. And so most of it was just being consistent all year. And that's what helped out a lot going into the chase.
Alrighty. I'm going to hand it over to Greg. He has a couple of questions he'd like to ask.
So talking about that consistency, just getting those races finished, coming home with that car in one piece, what's your plan going towards season 2 here?
Not 100% sure yet. I want to race it, but time will tell. I believe I will be going and moving on with Jacob, and then if all works out and I go back home, I'll bring my PC with me and I can maybe run it. If I decide not to do that, then we'll see. But I think I do want to race it, try and get back to back, get more wins, because I had a lot of really close ones that I wish I could have had this year.
Well, great job, buddy. Aiden coming home with that championship this season. Congratulations, buddy.
Thank you.
Hey, before we let you go, is there anybody you'd like to give a shout out to?
My whole team. I mean, the team championship locked up before this race even started. Everyone knowing the point situation and updating me through the entire race helped out a lot. Telling me where everybody was. Omar for putting on this league. Pretty fun 18 weeks. Felt a lot shorter than 18, but had fun doing it.
Alrighty. Congratulations, Aiden Stevens. You brought home the championship trophy here in the Weeknight Warrior Sim Series. Hopefully, you get the same treatment next season.
Hope so too. Thank you, guys.
That was Aiden Stevens, championship chase winner here tonight. Up next in 2nd place is going to be Kenneth McCullough Jr. So we are going to pull him in and get his trophy up on screen. There we go. And now we just got to find Mr. Kenneth McCullough Jr. I don't think Mr. Kenneth McCullough Jr. unfortunately is out there. So
yeah, I don't think so, Goose. That's a negative.
Unfortunately, Kenneth McCullough Jr. not out there. Hopefully he'll turn up around here at some point. As you see on screen there, though, P2 runner-up, silver trophy for the Weeknight Warrior Sim Series. Congratulations to him on 2nd place here tonight. Up next, though, we're going to pull up our 3rd place award, our final award of the night here tonight. And we're going to crown Omar Rodriguez Jr., the owner of the league here, your 3rd place in championship chase. Omar, we talked to you a little bit during that post-race interview there. We told you we'd see you back here at the awards ceremony. Welcome back up here into the booth. Tell us, man, you put this league on. It's been an amazing season 1. We got the I call it sad. It's sad that we only got to see the last 4 events here or so. But tell us, for the viewers at home that only got to see these last 4, how has the entire season of season 1 been for you?
Stressful to say the least. I'd never run a league before starting this one up, so I kind of knew what I was doing going into it, but then, you're bound to run into problems that you're not expecting, especially when you're doing something for the first time. A lot of just figuring out rule sets and, uh, figuring out like how much input do I need to take in from the drivers, how much should I just make decisions myself and with the admin team. Just trying to find the right balance between total democracy and just kind of making everything what I want it to be. It's been a challenge, but I think these last 4 races really exemplified what I wanted when I put the league together. Entertaining, fun. Oh, good.
You're good. Go ahead.
Just we certainly had a rocky start to the season. A lot of short tracks that we eventually clipped from the schedule because it just felt like we maybe had too many people on track for those. But I think once I got the schedule changed, we wound up putting on pretty good racing at all the tracks we went to.
Well, with that being said, what's the confidence level looking like going into season 2?
I think better. We're gonna be having a rules meeting with all the drivers who are gonna be driving in season 2 next week. So everyone's gonna, have their chance to give feedback and say what they liked, what they didn't like, what is in the ballpark, but maybe just needs an adjustment to be, good. I like the schedule we've put together. 20 races over about 6 months. It's how do I put it? It feels pretty good. I do have high hopes. I like all the people who are returning. Like it's a big confidence boost when we're not even done with season 1 and people are already trying to, you know, join back for more of the same.
Alrighty, well, congratulations on 3rd points here in the chase standings. I'm going to turn it over to Greg. He has a couple more questions to ask.
So I know how challenging it can be balancing being a driver and a league owner at the same time, talking about a lot of the stresses you got to go through on the week to week, managing both the driving aspect, trying to get your practice in, and then alongside trying to manage the league. Give me a little glimpse into that league owner role that you take on every week.
Once the season gets going, I feel like it kind of slows down. But just getting the season together, getting graphics, and just putting together a schedule, having to worry about all the finances of everything. Who's like, how are we getting money for the sessions, and are we gonna have any broadcasts? Do we have any leftover funds for the track photography we've been doing? It's Sorry, I'm just not feeling
No,
great right
trust
now.
me, I get it. I get how much it really takes. I wanted the viewers and all the fans to realize just how much dedication you guys put into this league. Just want to say congratulations, coming to a close in season 1. Look forward to season 2.
Thank you, guys.
I know we asked you on your post-race interview there if you had anybody you'd like to shout out, but we're going to ask you one more time. You got anybody you'd like to shout out?
I want to say I nailed everything the first time. I definitely got to shout out all the admins. I'll do it by name. Cooper has put together most of the graphics for the league. He's absolutely killed it in that role. He put together the graphics for season 2. Fred Truex is our track photographer. He has a ton of stuff he does. He does paints, he does broadcasting, he does track photography. Absolutely amazing guy to work with. Logan was our volunteer race control for all of season 1. Not racing, I know, was maybe not what he wanted, but he put aside his own, his own goals and was willing to take one for the league, and I cannot express how grateful I am for that. Dawson put together some more media stuff for us, absolutely killing it. Justin helped with a lot of back end stuff for season 1. He's going to be our race control for season 2. So, again, just taking a step back from the driver's seat to do what's best for the league. He's going to be helping us out there big time. David McCullough, aside from stuff on the finance side of things, he broadcasts a ton of races on behalf of Fred. Helping us out with race control a few times, helping us out on just admin decisions. Hunter has helped out with back end stuff, a lot of like driver management stuff. Just helping make decisions. Oh man, so many people to thank here. I want to thank all of our sponsors for season 1. We would not have been able to broadcast every single race if it wasn't for them. Oh man, just everyone who showed up for a race or like donated to the league, just they saved me big time. I don't think I could have done this without everyone who contributed to the league.
Well, congratulations here tonight on getting third place in the race, and also congratulations on taking home third in season 1 of Weeknight Warrior Sim Series, the Fast Cars ARCA Challenge. Congratulations, Omar.
Thank you, guys.
Alrighty. Up next, we are out of awards, unfortunately, for tonight, but that does not mean that we are done. We are not done just yet. Dawson Price brought up your 4th position in the Chase Championship standings. We're going to take a little listen to him, hear from him, and see what he could do a little bit differently next season. Still, though, 4th not bad. Dawson Price in that number 54. We watched you all that last race. We saw you come from the back of that pack. We watched you fight all the way up front, just like you did here in this championship chase. You finished 4th in the championship chase. Not bad. How did this series, this season 1, go for you?
Honestly, I had pretty, medium expectations. I knew it was a newer series, like a newer league here. And my buddy Omar invited me, and I was like, what? I'll come do it. I haven't ran the ARCA car a lot. And then it was just, it started off really good. I won 2 back-to-back after the first one, and I was like, wow. Like, I can't believe that. Had a bad luck streak there for a while, and then I got a few more wins, and then made it to the chase, and I was like, okay, this is great. Going good. I started P1. After winning the regular season with a few extra bonus points, and then second race DNF'd after a decent first race, and then just had some bad luck through the chase. But I definitely fought for it. I really wanted it, but at the end of the day, I'll take the P4, and I had a great time through the whole thing. So
Well, it's looking like you're going to be one of the cars to watch out there for next season. Speaking of next season, tell us, what's the confidence level looking like going into season 2 here?
I think, I always try to keep a good amount of confidence, but not step over a line that comes with too much ego or it comes off in the wrong way. But I definitely think the confidence is pretty good for next season. I need to double check and look at the schedule, but I really just enjoy racing any track. So I think any track is going to be all right with me. I have a good team here. I'm not exactly sure what's going to go on through, the off season. Have a little silly season here, so we'll see. But I'm looking forward to it. I'm ready to have a second chance here.
Alrighty, I'll turn it over here to Greg. He has a couple of questions to ask you.
So, looking forward to next season, what's the plan practice-wise? Teams, you're going to be switching it up. You're going to be staying with the same team. What's the plan, Dawson?
As of right now, there's not much of a plan. I'm kind of going with the flow. I think team might change a little bit, but I'm not for sure. I'll have to dive into that a little more. With everything, I do plan on staying with the same team. I really like my teammates, and they're good out there on the track and good guys. So, yeah, the goal is to stay on the same team. But you never know, you like offers or somebody takes another offer, or things change. You never know.
Well, awesome job, buddy, coming home P4 in the championship this season. Great job. Congratulations, Dawson.
All right, thank you.
Before we let you go, Dawson, is there anybody you'd like to give a shout out to?
I'd like to shout out Omar for running the league, keeping control of everybody. I recently started my own league, and I'm kind of getting, in his shoes a little bit, seeing how stressful it can get. But props to him, and like to thank him for inviting me and getting me here and get me on his team here with my brother Connor too. So that, and really everybody racing, everybody, especially over the season, has gotten significantly better, just all around. Like on track, it's been great to race with everybody, and for the most part, everybody's been really nice and respectful. So shout out to everybody, really. And shout out to you guys for broadcasting the chase for us. It's been awesome.
Of course, and we appreciate that opportunity. Hey, Dawson, congratulations on bringing home P4 in the Chase Championship. It's going to be exciting to see what you do next season here.
Absolutely, thank you.
Of course. Dawson Price, 4th in standings. Finally, last but not least, we're going to talk to Jacob Petrowski. If you remember Jacob, we were looking at him also during that whole Miami race. A hard runner here during the finale of the Miami race. Finishes it out in the Chase Championship in P5. Jacob, tell us, how did it go this whole entire season for you?
It's just a season of being really darn unlucky. There's a lot of races all throughout this season that either due to a steering wheel that I had since like 2019 going out on me for the first half of the season, to just getting caught in circumstances that I couldn't have avoided that ended up making it to where I couldn't win a race. But honestly, just still, even with all the unluckiness and everything that I've dealt with all year, it's still finishing 5th in the chase isn't anything to scoff at. So I have a lot of hope for next year with the full season points championship, a revamped schedule with that's going to stay consistent all year, because we changed the schedule for us like month into the season. And then also just kind of the rearranged teams and just how everything's looking to shape up for next year, or next season rather.
So good following of drivers here for season 1. If you had anything to say to the viewers out there to get them to come here to season 2, what would you say to make them pick your league over any other ARCA league?
From what I hear, we have by far the best turnout of mostly every other ARCA league. I hear people will start up a league and it gets going, and for like maybe Daytona and the race after that, they'll have like 30 or something cars, but then it always tapers off real bad to where they're running 20 or less cars on a weekly basis. We simply got, every weekend we got a full field, and there's always action no matter where you look, and a lot of the drivers here are really talented and know what they're doing. So honestly, the quantity and quality of racing, we got it all.
Awesome. I'll turn it over to Greg. He has a couple of questions to ask you before we let you go.
All right, Jacob, coming home P5. said a lot of that bad luck attributing to that P5 position. What you going to do to turn that luck around, buddy?
The revamped team structure that we're coming out with next year is certainly going to help with it. I know this year we had Triple R, we had a full 4 slots plus kind of a fifth on the kind of a second team that we had going on. So there's just a lot of people and a lot of chatter all the time, and the communication wasn't the best. So I'm hoping that next year, at least team wise, we have just some better communication with it being just pretty much just me and Aiden next year with my spotter Matthew Wright. He's gonna run a few part-time starts for us. And then just trying to stay out of situations as best as I can that can contribute to me getting junked early. And kind of the big thing that helped turn it around mid-year was I got a new wheel instead of the one that was crapping out on me. So it's been a huge help.
Well, awesome job, Jacob, coming home in P5. Look forward to seeing you next season, buddy. Great luck next season. And then, Goose, I'll ask you one more question.
Yes, sir. I know we asked you post-race. If you had anybody to shout out, we're going to ask you yet again here at the awards ceremony. Is there anybody that you might have forgot that you'd like to give that shout out to now?
We'll shout out Aiden. Yeah, he ran so consistently all throughout the year. And there was a stretch of time where there wasn't a race that he finished outside of the top 3 for. So all year he's been really dominant, really consistent. May not have had the wins to show for it, but the top 5s and the top 3s have been there all year for him. And honestly, to me, if it wasn't him or Price, then the championship would have kind of been wasted. But it's a deserving champion in my book.
Awesome job on getting that P5 in the championship race, or the chase, and congratulations on scoring a good podium finish in tonight's race. We look forward to seeing you out there next season, Jacob.
Thank you.
Alrighty, everybody. With that, that's going to conclude the Weeknight Warrior Sim Series award ceremony. Your P6 for the championship chase was Sean Merriman. Matt Morrison took home 7th in the chase, and Christopher McCullough took home 8th. So congratulations to them out there on that. And with that, guys, it was a pretty fun race tonight. It was a really, really fun Season 1 here in the Weeknight Warrior Sim Series. I have my own little shout-outs that I need to give here. I want to give a shout-out to Greg. Thank you for being here on such short notice. Greg just finished up over there at the what was that broadcast that you were doing before you came here?
That would be the ARCA series over at Valued Alliance racing over there at Sonoma, 40 laps. Quite the big event over there. Road racing, 1 caution, only at the middle for a stage break. Great race over there.
I want to give him a huge shout out. He came in clutch, joined during the qualifying of this race to come in and be the co-broadcaster with me tonight. And of course, I want to give a huge shout out to Axel. Thank you for joining me up in the booth tonight. Hope you learned a little bit. Was it a fun race for you?
Yeah. Thank you for having me.
Of course.
Just hope tomorrow goes well for myself. Yeah.
You got this, buddy.
Make sure to check Axel out tomorrow on his broadcast. And again, huge shout out there to the Weeknight Warrior Sim Series. Thank you guys so much for having us cover your chase here in the Weeknight Warrior Sim Series. It has been fun. We have loved broadcasting for you. And Omar, if you're listening, congratulations on getting such an amazing ARCA League set up here on iRacing. I look forward to seeing what you guys do, and I look forward to you guys having an amazing Season 2. We hope to come back and broadcast for you again. with that, though, I think we're all finished here. We've had you guys here for about 3 hours and 11 minutes, believe it or not. So it's time to say goodbye to the Weeknight Warrior Sim Series here in Miami, at Homestead, Miami, and it's time to say goodbye to the awards ceremony. Congratulations to all those different drivers out there. Rookie of the Year, Team Championship, Best of the Rest. Congratulations out there to the top 3 of tonight's race. And good luck, everybody, next season. Have a great night, folks, and we will see you all tomorrow. Have a nice night.